As I prepared for motherhood, I pondered all the lessons I wanted to teach my children. Values, like being fair and helping others, and life skills, like making a meal and managing their money. I didn't realize how much I would learn from them. We live in the country, and I like to camp and hike and be outdoors, which is fortunate, as I had 2 sons. I am, however, a bit squeamish. I've never been able to bait a fish hook with a live worm, even with rubber gloves on. And I rarely handled the various snakes, frogs, and other little creatures they would find and present to me. But those experiences were a mere primer for what was to come when my youngest son, Jason, took up hunting with his uncle. When he brought home his first dead deer, I braced myself and went out to take his proud photos. And I refrained from sighing and making comments about, oh, the poor thing. And since then, I have come to appreciate having our freezer stocked with venison. This son also gave me the rare pleasure of dining on roast squirrel. If you look up recipes online, and surprisingly, there are many, most connoisseurs of squirrel recommend cooking the meat long and slow until it is no longer recognizable. But oh no, that's too common for my unconventional son. He whittled his own spit and cooked it over an open fire, delivering the little critter to the table, still looking very much like a squirrel in full sprint. But my adventures with body parts and carnage was not over. He became a trapper. One of his most memorable kills was a pair of beavers, each weighing about 50 pounds. But trapping's only part of the fun. The other half is eating your bounty. I don't think I'll ever forget the distinct odor of beaver simmering on the stove all day long. Did I mention that I had the nose of a bloodhound and a strong gagging reflex to go along with it? But I faithfully sat myself down at the table to enjoy this fine meal he prepared. I found that beaver is best accompanied by red wine, a lot of it. And still, I had another new experience waiting for me, because apparently trapping and eating your kill is not enough. He taught himself taxidermy. And now this fine pair of beaver brothers adorn the fireplace in our front room, so I can enjoy them every day. We also have a mounted deer head that I decorate with the seasons. Mercifully, my husband converted part of our garage into what I call our little shop of horrors, keeping the entrails and other dismembered body parts of muskrats, raccoons, minks, skunks, and beavers out of my house. I do try to show my interest in his hobbies. For a time, we kept a large plastic bag in my car for the occasions when we were out together and we came across fresh roadkill, so that he could pick it up and skin it at home. I also acted pleased when one of my early Mother's Day gifts was a fox pelt that had spent a little too long in the sun before he found it and brought it home to me. When the boys were young, I would make them cozy fleece shirts for Valentine's Day. This past February 14th, I was in Joann Fabrics, buying felt that he used as backing for his latest tanned hide. My gifts from this adventurous son over the years have included elk teeth polished smooth, a beautiful Christmas wreath with a spray of deer antlers, and an earring tree that was literally a tree. He cut me a limb about 5 inches in diameter that weighed about 2 pounds, and he embedded it with fish hooks for me to hang my jewelry. Retrieving my earrings was a bloody affair. We teach and mold and shape our children, but they surprise us by forging their own paths, like streams branching out from the host river. When my boys were young and I saw their growing fascination with the honor and courage of the military, I admonished them to find something else to do with your lives. I do admire the men and women who serve our nation, but I don't want my boys, my sons, in harm's way, and I don't want them to be in a position of doing harm to someone else. But in spite of my teachings, those streams push through the riverbank in their own directions. Last month, I got a call from Billy, my oldest son in college, telling me he is intent on joining the Marine Reserves. Now I have new instructions for him should he join and be called up. Lessons like, don't rush to be the first in, don't be a hero, and come back whole. But whether they are a trapper, a Marine, or pursue another vocation, some of my messages will always hold. Lessons like, I'll always support you. I'm so proud of both of you. And I want you to spread your big, beautiful wings and soar. And I thank you both for all the wonderful experiences and fun you've given me. It's been a great ride. Thank you.